conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light, I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light, I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the
Oh man, I'll be completely honest with you, this is not going the way I thought it would go. for coming back. Goodness gracious, how's everyone doing? We're back. I was exporting a very much looking forward to fishing video from 2 years ago, and it's stuck. The editing software is stuck exporting it. So I'm waiting for that to finish up. But in the meantime, we will try to play some Fishing Planet and see what we can do. But also Fishing Planet has to update as well. I was waiting this entire time for the darn video editor to finish editing, and it never did, and so I never started up Fishing Planet. But I'm glad to be back. Hopefully everything's working correctly. We've been doing all sorts of stuff since we've been back. Who do we got? We got Shanley Yang, the Nobody, Bussy Boy, Carolina, Hugart, Trey, Bridget, Dakota, Cyan, Kevin, William, Puden, Roxy, Lars, Ethan, did I say Ethan? Devin, Trey Cole, T Fork. I'm reading as fast as I can. Elliot, Terry, Brady. I was about to say Bradley, but Brady, Roxy, Pete, 12, Henry, Trent, JP Snoopy, your local gaming hunter, Harley Miller. Right on. The names, they keep on coming. Well, I'm excited to get back into it. I'm currently, in fact, I probably show you exactly what I'm looking at here. I got some exciting, since we are waiting, you want me to show you something sort of exciting? This is never before seen. I just want you to know that. Okay? Never before seen stuff. This is top secret information. Okay, so if you're not following, let me tell you this. If you're not following the MDO channel, you're not following the MDO. Here, let me throw the link out here. Let me throw the link so you have it. If you're not following the MDO, you are gonna miss out on a humdinger of a video, my friends. Because that is where it will release. Let me get see which screen it pops up on.
On this trip, we're headed back in time to take a look at my first bucket list adventure on the Trinity River, outside of Houston, Texas. I'm traveling with two of my favorite people in the world, my brother.
We're stuttering. Like, my computer's under a lot of strain, by the way.
And my father.
I think I'm about ready to catch me a fish.
But Fishing Plan's ready to play.
Agreed to join me on this hunt.
Well, since we don't have enough to watch the video without it stuttering.
Opportunity to catch a river monster of their own. I'm Bo Angles, the modern day outdoorsman, and I've never been one to shy away from an adventure, especially when it includes chasing a monster catch. Ever since I was a teenager watching...
We'll stop it there. We'll stop it there because Fishing Plan's ready to play. How about it? How about it? Let me go back over to here. Let's play some Fishing Plan. But anyway, thought I'd throw that out there, give you a little teaser, little tease of that. Come on, Fishing Planet, do some Fishing Planet stuff. We're waiting on Fishing Planet. There we go. We're going. You have more time on Fishing Planet, bro? Sick. For about 4 years. Hey, right on. Right on, man. Well, let's see what we can get into today while we wait for this this rendering thing to finish up. Last time I gave it about an hour and it finished up. This time I had half an hour. It said it was going to finish it in that amount of time, but it obviously is not. So I hope it doesn't make Fishing Planet too choppy. Spins! Let's do this. So this is a new thing they've added. Do the spins. Oh yeah. We needed that. We needed that $2,200-inis. And 3 days of premium. Hot dang! I had to have premium to make that second spin, but hey, you know, got an extra 3 days. Accepting, I was just confirming, I wasn't clicking on people's names. How many names do we have, or how many friends do we have now? It's only telling me the number of friends that I've ignored, not telling me my total friends. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just get the fishing, I guess. We got a friends room. We got several different friends rooms. I'm going to go ahead and create my own friends room. Feel free to join, and then we can jump in the boat from there. You know, do some fishing as we do. Let's go ahead and do it. Fishing Play is awesome. Absolute W. Going to a friend's lobby. Not today. Doing my own lobby today. Doing my own lobby today. Where are we? Where are we? I have received a lot of questions regarding my map. And it's funny because we did a whole live stream actually getting the map to be this way, and I thought that people would just watch it. But evidently, the idea of watching how long was that live stream? We started early. It ended up being like 4 to 6 hours or something like that. Evidently, the idea of watching a 4 to 6 hour live stream is too much for some people. Understandably. Yeah, I'll do a short little video showing how we got our map this way, which will be very helpful. It actually gets even more detailed than this. We just don't have it more detailed, but I will put out a video showing out how to do that at some point. All right. Oh, we're anchored. I was like, what is going on? Why aren't we moving? Here we're going. We're going now. Stuck at level 63 trying to hit 83 to get the new map. Hey, right on, man. That is, someone had just told me today that they had finished up their sturgeon grind, and that was a big congratulations in my mind. That's a huge deal. If you can manage that, that is awesome. At the moment, there are no fish on the radar. A spot that is usually full of fish has nothing at the moment. Multimo! Right on, Multimo! Well, we might have to change it to, daytime to get some fish to show up on the map if we're gonna fish here. I was hoping we might be able to get a few grouper under our belt as we started off the live stream, but at the moment, looking pretty bare. Looking pretty bare. Let's go ahead. Oh, it's a nice sunny day tomorrow too. Nice, there's the fish. There's the fish. That's what we were looking for. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and anchor down here. Anchor down. Get our baits together here. Once I get the baits out, I'll be better at reading the chat. Give me a second here. 18-knot Japanese spiny lobster in here. Become medium fish strips. Let's throw on some stronger stuff here. So 194, 164. Let's do, what do you think? 16, 14-knot maybe? Don't want to get too big, but we'll go pretty big. Let's throw on a gutted fish, eh? Something different. Let's do that. Alrighty. So we'll toss you out off in this direction. This has got our 18-knot hook on it, okay? The one on the left is going to be our big hook. So if we catch a fish with this one, that means it could potentially be the big fish of the two if the rods go. Is Fishing Planet cross-platform? It is in a very specific way. It's only Xbox and then PC if people downloaded the game through the Microsoft Store. So it's very specific how it does it. There's a squid jig. Maybe we'll squid jig while we're waiting for bites. And we'll throw out this guy. Big waves today. Goodness gracious. Audio. It says it's already at 80. You guys hear that? Or is the music too loud? I still can't really hear it. Oh well, what can you do? Right on. What's the main difference in the two boats and the ocean packs? This big one obviously goes faster. It can hold slightly larger fish. Like it's like maximum fish size that you can put in the fish storage or whatever is slightly larger on this boat. What else? What else? Can't really recall anything else. This looks cool. It goes faster. It goes slightly faster. I think that's just about it. Put you on a second story so you can see more. Beginning series is very helpful. Hey, right on, Hugard. Glad to hear it. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. What's the main difference? Well, I heard the devs would add the deep sea boats as Bible with in-game money. Does anyone know if it's true? I have not heard that. It's so funny hearing like people say things. There's so many times where I hear from someone who goes like, people are saying this, is this true? And I would say probably 95% of the time, if not more than 95% of the time, it's not true. Unless you heard it directly from the dev, like, and you see it in text on their Discord or Facebook, like, it's not true. Don't believe it. If you hear something from someone, immediately go, oh, Do you have a post from Fishing Planet where it says that? And if it's not like a public post, moderators on Discord don't count. It's not a public post, it's not true. And don't believe it until there is a public post about it. What's your username? I don't want to join an impersonator. Ooh. Our username is our one password, though. That's the one thing you need to know. We open our inventory up all the time. It should be easy. It should be easy to find. I appreciate the caution, though. What are we going for? We are going for one, we're going for grouper. For the other one, we're just gonna see what we catch. I just wanted to throw on a 14-aught hook and a gutted fish. We'll just see what we get. Who knows? It doesn't seem to be too big because we're not grabbing out front, but it's at least putting up a bit of a fight. This is sort of reminding me of this past week when I was in Alaska. We were fishing in Homer, Alaska for halibut and king salmon and cod. A lot of fun stuff. Caught some, let's see, caught a lingcod. What else did I catch? Some other fish I can't remember. They called it the stepmother fish or something like that. So yeah, it was really cool, and it reminded me of this quite a bit. Using these big reels and whatnot, and dropping your baits down real low to the bottom and doing a little bit of jigging or pilking or whatnot and hooking up. And then it's just a battle of basically bringing them straight up as they go side to side. What tips y'all got for sturgeon fishing? Man, all the tips I have in the videos, my friend. How did you get multiple trolling reels if you're not level 83? Is that a question for someone else, or is that for me? You use Steam to get Fishing Planet? Okay. Albert Garcia, thanks for the sub. If you use Steam to get Fishing Planet, then yeah, there's no crossplay. Only playing with other people from Steam. What do we got? A small grouper looks like. Young giant grouper, alright, $11,422. 2,400 XP. That is okay. Whoa. How about that? $44,000 bonus with a bucktail. Top notch. Thank you, thank you. So that's good, that's good. I think actually, instead of worrying about 2 rods, I'm just gonna leave that 1 rod down there, and then I think I'll take this other rod and we're going to do a little bit of pilking. Let's see, should we use this rod? Let's use this 3rd rod. That looks like fun. Throw on a big one. Got this 7/0 trophy double hook pilker that we got from doing some sort of achievement of some sort. And now toss it out there, because I know there are giant trevally out here that will go for this trophy double hook pilker, and hopefully with the size 7/0 get a big one. We'll just have to see. I'm starting to catch fish, some Japanese mackerel. It just went over the thing. You're struggling to catch Japanese mackerel? If that was the question, I was catching them just off the harbor with some small baits and whatnot. It was working quite well. Oh, going a little fast there. Hey, hooked up. Here we go. I was just about to say, we're not really... Oh, man. Right, top notch. Doesn't seem to be a super big fish. Obviously not reaching out front, but it could be a good sized fish of something else. 4 hours best for sturgeon. Bo, I found the method for getting fish in fast. Drop your rod tip down and move your rod side to side steadily, not too far to the side though. Interesting. Is it just creating just enough movement that it's kind of doing a bit of a jig? Maybe. Pax? Recently came back to Fishing Planet, watched your videos, amazing stuff. Love your content, man. By chance, have you ever fished in California in real life. You know, I actually lived in Mountain View, California, just outside of San Francisco for a month, basically. With she was my fiance, I believe, at the time. I want to say. I lived in California and I did not fish at all when I was there, unfortunately. So no. Long story, but no, I haven't fished in California at all. I'd love to at some point. Some point I'll get back there and do some fishing. I just need to talk Mickey Mouse and Goofy into letting me fish on Disneyland property or something. I'm sure if Walt Disney were around these days, he'd let us go fishing. There's a reason Goofy was into fishing. Someone at Disney was into fishing. I bet Walt, being from Missouri, I bet he was into fishing. Come on, man. You're up here. You're getting there. Did they add the pilking thing to see if you're doing it correctly? You know, we were just, but it happened so quick that I didn't get to see if it was working or not. Goodness gracious, this guy's putting up a little bit of a fight though, isn't he? Goodness gracious. Not big enough for us to reach out front, but big enough for us to fight him for 3 minutes. Oh, now we've got one on the 18-aught hook. Potentially. It's got a ring, but the rod's not bent over yet. We might have to ditch this fish if, See, now that he's hearing that I'm gonna ditch him, he's like, what? You can't ditch me. Okay, fine, I'll come in. Nope. Nope. Look at him. He's pulling us out even further than before. You're a small fish. This is a 160-pound rod and reel combo. How are you doing this much to us? If this is a 70-pound trevally, I'm gonna be flustered. You just wait. You prepare. I'm gonna be flustered by this. Potentially. "24 minutes to reel in? Oh man, you're lucky. I think it took 24 minutes just for me to get that trophy marlin in. Where did you catch it? Was it along that same line that I showed in the marlin fishing video, or did you catch it somewhere else? When's the ocean update coming to mobile? I have not heard anything on my end. No one's told me nothing. Of course, I've been gone this whole time, so rightly so. They don't want to bother me. But I'll reach out to Andrew tomorrow and see if he has anything that he can share. In the 20s. Come on, it is a trevally, it looks like. Come here, GT. Come here, GT. Gotcha. Gotcha. Please be big. Trophy, 106 pounds. Well, I suppose that's fairly large. 106-pound giant trevally, right on. We'll take that. We'll take that as our second fish, actually. We had that young Goliath grouper. All right, guys, we just lucked out. It just finished recording, or just finished. Let me pop this open real quick.
On this is it for.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna post that video Friday morning. So if you're not following the MDO, gonna miss out. It's gonna be a sweet video, guys. I might at the halftime show, I might show a little snippet. I'll show half of the video. And then we got another bite. And then I'll, yes, baby. Let's go. And then if you want to watch the other half at that point after the halftime, then you need to subscribe to the MDO, and then Friday morning you can watch the whole thing. I want to jinx myself, but we are kind of tearing this guy up right now. Trying to bow rush him from the boat. Oh man, are you joking? We just made this young giant grouper a chump. He was pretty small though. For a 191 pound rod and reel combo and 190, you would expect a 121 pound grouper to be fairly light. Well, that's not the 18-aught monster we thought we'd catch, but I guess that's something. I'm going to go ahead and close out of my project over here. Then we shall be good to go. There we go, there we go. Redneck Yacht Club over here, righto. Let's do some more pilking. I want a big ol' uni GT out here. It's gotta be out here. Gotta be out here somewhere. Oh. Is it possible to get to level 80 in no time fishing on the ocean DLC? I don't know. I wouldn't think so. But you will be able to level up. You'll definitely be able to level up. Unfortunately, you'll most likely have rods and reels and a boat that you can't use after, you know, after your time in the ocean ends, but yeah, it'll be fun for the time you have it, I suppose. And you will go up some levels. We did the regular old twitching setup there. I don't know if I casted it out very deep though. This time, we can either try that again, or we can wait till it gets to the bottom and just literally go up and down on the twitch without reeling it in, and it might work as well. Better for the money. On the deep drop off to the west of the island, right where it looks like there are 3 different depth levels. Interesting, okay. You could technically... We're doing a little bit of twitch right here. Could wait till it's like right here. Just off the bottom. And you might just be able to do a little twitch and they might just come along and grab it. So I'm wondering. Kind of like jigging in reels life. Are the rods good? Well, let's just say that no other rod and fishing planet besides the one at the ocean would do too well here. Alright, even the Nile, even the rods from the Congo River, like, they don't do very well here. They just, like, they don't have a good weight. The reel doesn't have good retrieval for the lures, and nothing works well. Just doesn't. We've caught fish on it, just not a lot. Made it much faster. How's it going, Bo? How's it going, Dutch? How are you doing? Just caught a 401 pound unique, or yeah, unicorn yellowfin tuna. Right on. That's awesome. How's it going? Just checked if there's, haven't played in a bit. Thought it wasn't out yet. My bad. No trouble. Let's just do regular Twitch with this one. Whoa, we got bumped. We got bumped. How do you send a friend request? A video on that. I think you just go to friend request and type someone's name in. Once their name shows up, you click send request or something like that. Second rod and reel combo, maybe more time at the place and better boat, but it hasn't worth the extra 20 in my opinion. Right on. You do you, man. You know, I'm the guy who put out a video saying not to buy any DLC, so I'm not the guy to ask. I'd say we have a fish on, though. There we go. There we go. Is it? Proper fish for an 18-aught hook, though. That is what I'm wondering. Did pull us out to 120 feet or so just to start us off. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. You're going to Oregon, and you're going to do a bunch of fishing. Hey, right on. What are you going to be targeting in Oregon? Or Oregon? Shiny catcher. Ruby snapper tips for maintenance. Just follow where the game tells you. You know, that's honestly kind of where I am at the moment. I am also on those ruby snapper quests. So if anything, maybe we can do some of that this live stream and try to catch those, because I am kind of in that same boat, trying to catch those ruby snapper. And while I was doing it, I consistently kept getting bites from dogtooth tuna, which would take like 5 to 10 minutes to reel in, depending upon how big they are. I think we even caught a unique dogtooth tuna at one point. And all you're trying to catch is these stupid little 30-pound ruby snappers, and these dogtooth tuna would keep coming in and grabbing it. It was so annoying. Have both, and if you want to fish a lot and make a lot, get the second, but the first one is good for the money. There you go. Letting me join. I've been watching you for ages. Hey, right on. Well, glad you were able to join. Your first cast in Everglades, you caught a 10-pound largemouth and just caught a 10.873 unique largemouth. Beginner Sir has helped me so much. Hey, right on, man. That's awesome. The uni and trophy largemouth can make Everglades worth it. It's just kind of difficult to focus on just them. But the butterfly peacock can also be a good way to make money. I know there's a lot of people who argue that Emerald Lake is the way to go, all the way to 30, but that just seems like such a boring way to play a fishing game. If you had never played Fishing Planet before, and I was to tell you, like, yeah, you'll reach level 12 and you'll begin fishing for walleye, and you were like, nice, now where's the next step? And I was like, well, from level 12 to level 30, you should just fish for walleye. You think you'd be like, huh? Dangerous Dodge, thanks for the sub. Do I unlock any maps in between there? Oh yeah. Yeah, you'll unlock a couple of different maps, but don't fish there. Yeah, you don't want to fish there. Just fish for walleye. You think you'd be gung-ho about that? A fishing game where you unlock maps but you don't want to go to it because it's not as good as catching the same fish for 18 levels or whatever it is. Another young giant grouper. You've got to be joking me. Well, the young giant grouper are on the attack today, I guess. Well, at least we caught some giant grouper. I think I'm going to take that as a sign that we need to maybe try going after those. Since you had mentioned those ruby snapper, now I'm kind of focused on the ruby snapper too. Let's see. Gadget galore. Calibrate the fish finder 360, which is what we've been doing. And we do need to catch green jobfish and ruby snapper is the goal. So that, I think, is what we'll do. Oh, wrong button. Let's turn on that mamma jamma. And now, I believe, one of the locations we're supposed to fish for the jobfish, I believe, is just over here. There's a rock incoming, Captain. Watch out. Someone with fast reflexes is required. We saved everyone. That's right. I did it. You can thank me. You're amazing, Captain. All right, so we're getting closer. This big deep hole over here. Probably would try to not say in public. But this is where we're going to fish for the jobfish, I believe. I think I'm just gonna drop an anchor. And hey, Bo, can you help me catch young bigfin reef squids, please? I would just use the reef squid lure, you know, like what we have over here. This squid jig. You get a squid jig, toss it out there, and you'll start catching squids, bear hunter. Is it better to farm tigerfish or knob perch for XP? Well, remember that time is the biggest factor in Fishing Planet. So if you can catch knob perch in less amount of time and get more XP from it than tigerfish, then knob perch is the best way to go. Going beach fishing tonight. Hey, right on. What the quick to get XP in game? Play the game. Play the game. Follow along on the beginner series. The beginner series 2 specifically, and yeah, hopefully it helps you. Hopefully it helps you catch some fish. Maybe we should try. You think we should try one of these mini pilkers? Let's try one of the mini pilkers. Maybe that's the big change that we need to make. Long way to drop, especially at 1 3/4 ounces. Goodness gracious. All right, did they change the max driver? Is the same as it's been? No, they changed it quite a while ago. Say less than a year ago, but pretty darn close to a year ago, if not a year ago. It's been a while. It's been a while. Beginner series has helped me so much. I'm currently level 31 and still grinding. Today I realized my unicorn peacock bass I caught thanks to you is placed top 46 in the world. Hey, right on. Top 46, boys. Let's go. That's nice. Grouperzilla, and it was 580 pounds. Nice. That's sweet. I'll have to add that into my Halloween extravaganza this year. I'm hoping it might be kind of boring as far as content coming onto the channel around September. It always seems to be now that as an adult, October is like somehow my busiest time of year. It's full of travel and random things that people want to do. And so I don't have fun. I don't have a lot of time to make Halloween extravaganza content like I used to in the past, and it's so sad to me. It was one of my favorite times of the year to do a bunch of spooky videos and whatnot. But yeah, so anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I think around end of August, September, postings on the channel as far as regular content might slow down a little bit, because I'm gonna try and prep a bunch of Halloween stuff, so that way when I'm gone in October, you get to see the fish monster missions and all that jazz that I really messed up on last year when I was gone, because the same thing happened. So I'm gonna try to work ahead this year, so that way there's plenty to post in October. A-dot for the ruby snapper, you think so? Big baits? I didn't think the ruby snapper was that big. Ruby snapper. 76 pounds. It could still be caught on 7-aught, I guess. I'm just worried that if of course, I think that we're going after the jobfish. Let's see what the green jobfish looks like. 35 pounds. Top. Those are all unique over 30 pounds, so might be able to use a 6-aught. I don't know if I'd go. I mean, you could use an 8-aught and maybe you catch smaller fish, but we can try a 6-aught. Still a 35-pound fish on a 6-aught hook. Still a little bit of a reach in my opinion, but I have no doubt. Fishing Planet's weird. Sometimes some things work, you know? How's it going? It's going quite well. For the Ruby Snapper, you used fish strips on 2/0 at the second recommended. For the Jobfish, you used the same hook with sea worms at your current location. Okay, so going with sea worms might be a good way to do it. Maybe we'll let this guy go down to the bottom, and then we'll throw out one of the others with 2/0s. And then I think I have some sea worms. We'll try that. Stanley. Good tip, good tip. Why isn't your fish finder filled out like mine? You should watch our first live stream on the map. Easiest way. You need to do some missions, my friend. I am going to put out a video about it, though. So if you'd rather watch the video, then wait for that. When are you playing the Angler again? Probably when the hype from the ocean map on Fishing Planet dies down. You don't stop playing a game when the hype is still there. YouTube tip for you. Let's go ahead. Get one bottom rod. Not that rod. Let's do, so you said small fish strips? Or medium fish strips? Medium fish strips on a number 2/0. Do we go with the number 3/0? Do I have a number 2/0? Might not have a number 2/0. Neo, thanks for the sub. Here's a 2/0. Oh wait, you said sea worms for Jobfish. Haha. I can remember. All right. Boom shakalaka. Let that guy sink down. Real deep, real deep. Freaking fly flying around. Jeez Louises. Hugert's going to bed. See you later. Good night. So I decide while your rod tip is down and you will bring them in really fast. Try it out. I feel like I'm going to look stupid. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to go down. For a 6-ounce sinker, it is taking forever to drop to the bottom. Cool. If you want my opinion, I think that took too long for a 6-ounce sinker to get down there. All right. You are saying that I just wag this from side to side like so. And now that everyone at home is getting dizzy, I should be catching fish right now. And it's not. This is the way to do it. This is the way to fish. Don't you all know that? Don't you all want to know what's the best way to fish? This is the best way. Oh, now you're just being confusing, Pax. So now I have to wait till the fish is on and then I go side to side like that? Have you caught the grouperzilla? You know I don't catch monster fish till Halloween time. Crazy guy. Got all 3 rubies. Guess what I got? A whole lot of nada. A whole lot of nothing. Zilch. 0 fish. All these jobfish are out at work. Throwing jokes. Freaking hilarious. They got a job to do. Well, let's cast over here then. See if that works better. Don't you think they should add fly fishing? You and everyone else, for years and years since Fishing Planet has come out, has wanted fly fishing. I don't think they'll ever add it. You know why? Because there's really not much for it. Like, it's just, for the amount of time that would go in for them to create fly fishing in the game, I do not believe they would see a return on that for years.
I met this girl when I was 12 years old. Give her everything, just shot of the world. Can I get a grip every time? I tried to hold on
If you think you're the only one that wants fly fishing, and you think that the devs don't know that people want fly fishing, then you're wrong. Everyone knows. It's been talked about for years. They're really relaxing. Hey, right on. Yeah, people tell me the live streams are super relaxing as well. I just, I use my best book reading voice, and just sends people to sleep. This line on the right rod here is just going to the left. Oh, now it's going to the right. Well, this pilker is evidently not the lure to use because it's garbage. It's not catching anything. Oh my god! Got it. Got it. You see that? Did you see that? I tricked the game. Reverse gaming psychology. Talk crap on the game, and the game delivers, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Tell you what, if this is a jobfish, I'll be so upset. Better not give me a jobfish game. I only need 4 of them, so it would be awful if this was actually the fish I was targeting. It would also be annoying if I could just reel this guy in really quickly so I could continue fishing. Ah! Freaking personal record trophy narrow bar. Now I can't even be mad about this. Well, that's cool. New personal record trophy narrow barred mackerel. 85 pounds. Neato Frito. Is a good sized fish, man. If I caught that in real life, I'd be pretty happy about it. Alright! That out of the way, back to fishing. I want this lure. I want this single hook one that has pretty colors. Should we just try this one? Should we just go back to this, the trophy one? Let's do it. You see your invite? I haven't really been paying attention, no. But I got it. Why is the delay so long? I don't know. Raystown Lake, Pennsylvania. Nice. When is the update coming out on mobile? I don't know. For tigerfish, nice, very cool. Is that like daily, like 24 hours in real life, Bussy Boy, or what are we talking about? 529. What about a new map for the newer players, eh? Ah! Ah! That's hilarious. Should make the traveling on the game free. I think they should freaking, I don't even know. There's a reason you guys aren't the developers. Because if you were, you'd go bankrupt. The friends tab, side to side. I use the new and old streams as a nightlight. Oh, there you go. That's because I have such a calming voice. I never raise my voice at all. I never react to things or anything. I'm just nice and mellow. Nothing ever bothers me. Nothing ever excites me. Just keep on fishing. That's the life of a video game fishing streamer. Just remaining cool hand Luke. Whole time. Just want to say that this was some real A+ twitching action going on here, and we did not catch a fish, so that's slightly aggravating, but you know what? I'm not bothered. Because I'm so cool all the time. Absolutely calm. Fishing little $100 bass, yeah. Got a Jobfish X Series BL 4-aught shrimp. Ah, nice. Well, I got a 2-aught or a 3-aught on that one, but it's got a sea worm on it. You think that's my big mistake? I need a shrimp on this thing. The Jobfish aren't hungry for sea worms, don't you know? They're in a shrimpy mood. They're being very specific. They're hard-working fish. And they want exactly what they want. What in the freaking world? Are you joking me? What? Can't believe this. We had the fish on that whole time. How annoying is that? Alright, we're throwing on shrimp. We're gonna throw on a 4-aught hook so that garbage doesn't happen again. Slightly larger fish, hopefully. And a simple bell, just in case. Don't have something just sitting there. The fish on. Goodness gracious. You should go to a different map. Yeah, that would help me finish my mission. Silly goober. Don't you know how missions work? You have to stay at the map in order to do it. Crazy guy. Nice sized tuna, Carolina, very nice. Monster yellowfin on. What's y'all's most expensive marlin? Mine's 75K, very nice. Two peaks I find get the best unicorns, one peak still works well. Nice. Have you ever fished in Sweden? And if so, where? I have not fished in Sweden. Did we miss it? I think we missed it. Very confused on what's going on. What is going on? Now I have fish on. Is it a jobfish though? That's the question. That is the question. Oh, pulling out some line. Pulling out some line. You try the side-to-side method. The side-to-side method. Look at us go. We're reeling it in like nothing. Dogtooth tuna. Fantastic. Freaking dogtooth tunas. Well, we did do a side-to-side method there, and we did reel it up really quickly. Don't know if that's supposed to be part of the game. I wouldn't say it is. But I do want to try it with a bigger fish just to see what would happen. Thank you for the comment. Have a good stream, Bo. You're a good guy. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Landon's Fishing Adventures. New max drag like strongest to weakest. Sorry, I've recently started playing again, so I was confused why my max drag wasn't the same. Now, I do rod strongest, reel lightest, line in between. That's what I do. So I don't keep max drag, but I keep it fairly close. As close as possible without breaking. Mm-hmm. Yeet Gaming, SK Leader, Chalice. All of you want to sit in my boat. We certainly can. We're just gonna... Oh, shit. What is this about? Now I can't remember who we were supposed to freaking invite. C, thanks C. Okay, really need to get rid of this finish button. It's bad. Oh god. Long time no see. How's it going? Have a good stream, Bo. You're good. I already read that. What's the new match? You have to add me as a friend. All right. Got it. Got it. Should I just start inviting people and see who shows up? I find it slightly annoying that I can't see who's fishing. Like, I can go in here. Of course, he's fishing in the Everglades. So, that doesn't do us much good, does it? So, I have to go back in here, and I see SK Leaded. Okay, so now I can go back in here and look for SK Leaded. But he's not showing up here. So, I can't invite him. So now I have to go back into my friends list and see who else is fishing here. Like this flyfish character. I could invite him if I wanted to. How the frick did we get over here? What did you do, Redneck Yacht Club? I don't know how you're steering the boat from down there, but you're messing everything up. All right, we need to go. In fact, I'm just gonna hit the because we need to. We need to fast travel. Can you join? You can join. I just don't know people's names because no one uses the same name on freaking Fishing Planet that they use on YouTube. So you have to tell me what your name is, otherwise I don't know who the heck people are. Tell me what to look for. OMG Django. Alright. Let me get to the fishing spot real quick. We do have a Twitch channel, but I don't stream on it. There's like no fish showing up on the radar right now. There's zero fish showing up. How did we go from lots of fish to zero fish? Oh, the time changed too. How about that? Anthony Young, thank you, thank you. All right, let's figure this out. So number 5. We're gonna throw number 5 back out here. Then we're gonna send some friend requests as well. Thank you, Seth. Appreciate it. What lure or bait should you use for walleye? Gabe Goes Fishing. I would definitely recommend watching the Emerald Lake Beginner Series 2 video, where you'll get to see all of that stuff. Retrieval methods. Honestly, I would just recommend that series. It's become the new EESS, which only the oldies know. But back in the day, we used to tease that EESS was the answer to every question. Doesn't matter what your question is, it's the answer to your question. The new answer to every question is the Beginner Series 2. You have a question about Fishing Planet, watch the Beginner Series 2. It's in there somewhere. Doesn't matter what your question is. Just need to watch it. And yeah, as far as lures and baits go, I mean, small minnows and narrow spoons, you know, that's what you'll be using, but watch the video and it'll let you know how to use it and where to use it and all that jazz. It's a good way to go about it. All right, so do we dare? Do we dare do another one of these? Do like, let's do a 3/0 hook maybe with some shrimps. Toss that guy out too. This one's got a 12-ounce sinker on it. A biggin. All right, jobfish, I hope you're hungry. It's lunchtime. It's your lunch hour. It's another job reference. Now, can we pick that rod up and this one keep singing? Because I don't think we can. We are going to absolutely destroy whatever fish decides to grab this. I suppose we don't have to fish at the bottom. But we'll set that up. All right, fishing together, friends. OMG Django. Very hard to find people on this list. Oh my god, it keeps resetting every time someone gets added to the list. Oh my god, it's killing me. It's killing me inside. I'm sorry. I keep trying to go through the list to find people's names. I'm not seeing people's names. And every time someone gets added to the list, it resets me to the top. I'm giving up. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll give it a go here in a few minutes. Chat, hope YouTube helped me immensely. Heck yeah, LJ. You betcha. Level 12 there. That's in the beginner series too. Give it a watch. Oh my god, I can't. It's so bad. It's so bad. Strike timed out. Great. That's what I love to see. Tips for level 54? Just catch fish, man. Catch any and all fish. As far as I'm aware, there is no magic fish at Blue Crab. You just need to catch all the fish that you can. Enjoy it. Go to Blue Crab. Go to Weeping Willow. Catch lots of carp. Just catch fish. Wasn't giving me any sort of sign that there was a fish on there, but I just had a fishy feeling. What are we trying to get? We're trying to get jobfish. Of course. Egan, it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. I'll catch a jobfish for you. Boom! Birthday present delivered. Jobfish for you. Probably one of the ugliest fish on this map. It's just so boring. This is what kids draw for fish in grade school. No, it's I mean, the detail on it's nice, but otherwise it's just kind of a boring fish. Right on. Well, that's one job fish. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Do you have to be level 83 to get on someone's boat? I don't believe so. You just need to be able to access the ocean map. Favorite fish on this map is the dolphin. Very nice. Level 42, it's the best way to get a lot of XP. You should be able to access the sturgeon map. Go with that. Come back to Fishing Bad Beginner Series 2 is a huge help. Hey, right on. Glad to hear it. Wish you could kayak on this map. That would be, if you could kayak, I would hope that you go with the waves. And so it's just the bumpiest kayak ride ever. All right, we got that done. We're gonna pilk at the same time, just to see. Just to see. Nothing else to do. Read the chat and do some pilking. Bo, you're getting fat. Are you talking about me or Heenil? Because that's one. We don't want to say anything bad about Heenil. He is one of the strongest people we know. If you want to call him a people, but otherwise, you know, you just have to be kind of careful what you say about Heenil. It's your birthday. It's everyone's birthday today. Happy birthday to everyone. How about that? That'll handle it. Happy birthday to everyone out there. All the birthdays in the world. I hope I see it in the news tomorrow. Bo Angles says happy birthday to everyone in the world. I'll make it a daily thing. If I get into Time magazine or something like that, the guy who wishes happy birthday to everyone every day. I hope that's my thing. Any tips to get a lot of money? Catch a lot of fish, man. Catch a lot of fish. These fish give you lots of money. And follow Beginner Series 2. They answered every question. Are you going to make a video on Grouperzilla? Absolutely. Halloween extravaganza. Have you ever noticed that I catch monster fish only during Halloween? Does everyone ever notice that? This does not feel like a job fish, I'll be completely honest, but who knows? Which ocean fish miles do you like the best? Oh man, maybe the mahi is pretty fun. It's a fun. I like the bright colors. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go with maybe the marlin's pretty sweet. Greater amberjack, that's fun. Nice. What was I gonna say? Marlin's pretty cool model. Honestly, the squid's a cool model too, just to see its tentacles kind of doing its own thing. What else? No. I mean, the grouper is just kind of fun because it's a big fish, but otherwise, I think my favorites are just kind of the mahi and the marlin. I'm trying to think, and the squid. No, we don't stream on Twitch. When does the map come out on Fine? What is that? I was wondering if we had a bite on that one rod. Wasn't making any noise. Can you join us? We do have one open spot on the boat. And I can't promise that we're doing anything fun. We're literally trying to catch jobfish. Fish on, fish on. No fish on. Lame. Turning 20 that day. Hey, well, right on. Halloween birthday. Do you think I should get the Voyager pack or the Odyssey pack for the Ocean Update? I think you should do whatever makes the most sense for you. How much money are you making from this map? I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. Just been fishing and making videos and oh man, he was like halfway. How did we not get him? And other than that, really haven't been paying attention to much else. Which is a very relaxing way to play Fishing Planet. When you're not totally focused on how much XP and money you're making every single fish. You're just enjoying the game, right? You ever remember feeling that way? Small fish, eh? Jobfish maybe? Question mark. Big boss, how's it going? Will you do the striped marlin monster soon? In Halloween. New to your channel, but thank you for the content. Hey, right on, Elijah. Please be a yes. Yes. Let's go. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. What is up with that other rod? It's just doing nothing for us. It's just sitting there doing nothing, not catching nothing. When's the map coming out on phone? I don't know. I don't know. I just got back from Alaska on Saturday, and I've just kind of been getting caught up on everything. I haven't really been chatting with a whole lot of people yet. Well, it got bit on the drop, so that's something. I think it's a dog tooth. Today was your last day of school for the year. Hey, right on. Nope, no crossplay with consoles, unfortunately. Another narrow-barred mackerel. Those guys are crazy. They're opportunistic. They see a shrimp dropping, plummeting through the water at top speed, and they're like, oh yeah, yum. Got a 12-ounce sinker pulling it down. And they're just like, yes. I love when shrimp do this. What are we doing for the 4th of July? You know, honestly, I don't know if we're doing much at all. Don't know yet. We do have a annual tradition that we watch Adam Sandler's Grown Ups every year for the 4th of July. I think it's Grown Ups, isn't it? There's 2 of them. Now I have to look this up. Make sure I'm saying the right movie. Yeah. We watch Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 every 4th of July. It's a tradition. We'll probably watch those, and then other than that, I really don't know. Have you caught up on sleep? Not really. I was actually taking a nap just before this live stream. I was like, if I wake up at 7:21, I'm sure that'll be enough time to get ready for the live stream. And then, oh shoot. And then, I woke up at 7:21. And I felt like garbage. And so I set my alarm for another 6 minutes. I was really milking it for as much time as I could get before the live stream started. What's the fastest way to get money in XP? I would watch the Beginner Series 2 and try to do exactly what I recommend in those videos. I've been watching your videos for the last 5 years. Live in Utah. I've heard you say that you fished in Utah. Where did you fish at? Good question. I don't really remember exactly in Utah where we fished at. I'm sure if I had a map, I'd be able to point it out. But yes, we had our honeymoon in Utah. It's actually a very cringy video that you can still watch on the Bees Bow Angles channel. At the time it was BZ Hub. And I believe it's still in there somewhere. If you look up honeymoon trip in Utah or something like that, you can skip straight to the fly fishing spot where we're doing some fly fishing in Utah. That was back when we were just like, I think that was one of my first videos, like doing a trip. So if anything, we can look back on it and be like, what a great learning experience. Kind of cringy video, but great learning experience. because our trip videos are much better now. You went to Anchorage and up to Fairbanks. Oh, very nice, JZ. Now we went down to Soldotna. We were staying in Soldotna, and we flew out of Soldotna for one flying trip, and then we also went to Seward for a whale watching tour, and then we went to Homer for the halibut and cod fishing and whatnot. So those are kind of the main places we went to. We stayed in Anchorage for one night. And had lunch in Anchorage, but that's about it. I think after this retrieve, I'm going to switch lures. It's not performing as good as I want it to. No fireworks? No. I don't think I've shot off fireworks in years. My dogs are afraid of fireworks, or at least Bjorn is. And so we don't shoot off fireworks, so we don't want to scare them. Oh! This pilker's doing a lot of nothing for us. Doing a lot of nothing for us. That's an 8-aught. That's a big one. Try this guy. The bell went off on that guy for just like a second, and I haven't heard it since. Oh, are you joking me? You bent over for half a second and then went strike timed out. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't even want to fish anymore, so whatever. First live stream, right on, Dakota. Can we see the dog in his Alaska Fun Place? You know, we actually have a whole video about Bjorn. I think it's called a Closer Look, the Norwegian Elk Hound or something. It's kind of silly, but it's kind of fun at the same time. You can watch it if you want. Get to see Bjorn. Otherwise, Alaska was pretty fun. It was exhausting. We were doing a lot of stuff every single day, and we really didn't get a lot of sleep for 5 days straight, 6 days maybe. So yeah, if I go back, I think I'll I don't know what I'll do, honestly. Nat. Is it Nat or Nate? Nate with 2 T's? Damn. Alright. Bell's going off this time. No bite. Alright. Keep an eye on it. Hey, hooked up. Let's go. Smaller fish, that could be a good sign. We're just going after small jobfish, so this could be number 4. Once we get all 5 jobfish, we're going to switch locations and go after the ruby snapper. We still need 2 of those. Is that a narrow-barred mackerel? Freaking narrow-barred mackerel! The bane of my existence right here in this location. They're all over the place. We've caught more narrow-barred mackerel than any other fish in this location, I feel. You're farming sturgeon right now? Right on. Do you think there will be lower level ocean maps, or will they only get higher and higher levels? Yep, most likely higher and higher levels. Seems to be the pattern they go. It was a very big surprise when they added Sling River. And I think that was the only time they've ever done that. Add a map that's not an extension. I did give them an idea, which I thought would be pretty fun. But I don't know if it would allow anyone at any level to go fishing at a certain location. But I'm not sure if they'll ever do it. Ice cream calling. Ooh. I love when ice cream calls. What level are you? I think we're level 79. Come on, Pilker. Speak your pilking magic. There we go. Boy, taken by a big fish. Look at it tearing line, man. Good night. Well, not the fish we were going for, I'm assuming. Otherwise, it's the largest jobfish anyone has ever seen. Can we try that? Try that back and forth. Boy, it really does work. That's such a cheat. It has to be. Yep, I can't condone. I can't condone. I just know Andrew's gonna be watching this live stream tomorrow and be like, what? Oh, no, no, no. We have to get rid of that. And it'll be gone. So, if you want to try the back and forth method of going side to side, make use of it, because you got about 24 hours before it's gone. Oh yeah. You're level 19, but nobody wants to play with me anymore, so I don't play a lot. That's the great thing about fishing, is that you don't need anyone. You can do it all by yourself. You don't need anyone to join you fishing. It's an activity that you can do by yourself and just relax in the peace and quiet of not having other people around. Huh? You ever think about it that way? Huh? It's a blessing in disguise that you don't have other people, you know, bothering you with fishing stuff. You get to enjoy it on your own. Huh? Tomorrow you're gonna hit level 20, 21, 22. You're gonna be basking in this peace of not having other people to worry about. You just focus on yourself. Fishing. It's a bit of it's like a psychiatry. It's fishing for the soul. It's good for you. Helps you out mentally, socially. Not so much. It can help you socially, I suppose. But definitely mentally. You got all your job fish, Gulf shrimp and normal shrimp. Well, then maybe that's the change I need. I need to throw on some Gulf shrimp, maybe. I'm curious what we got on here, though. He's got a good sized fish, too. We get a tuna. Another dog-tooth tuna. Frickin' dudes. Frickin' dudes. You got a grouper. Okay. Alright, alright. I can get the message, okay? The shrimps on the floor, oh, they're garbage. We need to throw on some Gulf shrimp, how about? Is this map on free to play? It certainly is a free to play map. You don't have to spend any money to come here. Any real life money, anyway. Let's, where's the Gulf shrimp? Here we go. Throw that out there, see if that makes a difference. Boop, boop, boop. Fairly new to the game, level 23, right on. Needs level 83. Got your PB largemouth. Oh. Are you joking me? Hate that. Now I have to hold this the whole time. Largemouth yesterday, 8 pound, 13 ounce. Had to go swimming for him due to getting caught in a tree. Have you ever had something like that happen? Ooh. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever been caught up in a tree. I've seen videos of it happen and people doing exactly what you described, but I don't think I've ever been in that situation myself. Yet. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. Let's switch this one out with Gulf shrimp. See if that is a change that they enjoy. What zaps do you have on your bottom feed? I got number 8 with Jack Mackerel and getting bites a lot. Ooh, with Jack Mackerel, huh? With a number 8 hook? That's wild. Throw this back out there. Switch it out. Gulf shrimp with the shrimp. See if that's the change we need. But 8 pound bass, that's awesome. Well done, Traver. I want to say that with an accent every time I read it. Well done, the Traver. Do some fishing. Finding a good bait for trevally. That is interesting. I don't think I've really fished for trevally with bait. I've always just done pretty well fishing for them with pilkers, though I will say that we have caught them on bait fishing for Goliath grouper. So, just throw on a gutted fish and a lobster, I guess. If you catch a grouper instead, then that's fun too. I don't know. Custom boats if they add more freshwater maps? Yeah. Not sure. Ever got stung by a catfish? It's actually, it's not true. You don't get stung by a catfish. You can look it up if you want. So it's like a, what's the term? It's like a myth. That you get stung by catfish or that you get poisoned by catfish. It's not a real thing. They just have barbs, and the barbs just have a reaction with your skin. It'd be like plunging a serrated knife into your hand or whatever. What about gaff top sail? I don't know. I don't fish for gaff top sail. I live in the Midwest. We don't have those. Eel-tailed catfish in Australia have a strong barb and they sting. Do they? My goodness gracious. Sounds awful. Does say that the gaff-top sail catfish has long venomous spines which can cause painful wounds. How about that? What about an eel catfish? Says that the eel tail catfishes possess a highly venomous something or other. I had a fish on. Come on, baby. We got him. Fish on. Fish on. Come on, baby. Yes, let's go. All right, one last job fish to go. Or we switch to ruby snapper. The Gulf shrimp got us out of our funk. Next mission is catching amberjack, eh? Okay. A lot of people have switched from pro tackle load indicator back to simple. Is there some logic behind that? Just takes up less of your screen. If your rod's set up correctly, then there's no reason for you to have the pro setup of your meters on the side. You just kind of need something that shows when you get a bite and your tension level, so you know when to pull up and when to walk backwards and all that jazz. Alrighty, back to Pilkin. Fishing Planet Ocean or RF4 Ocean. You know, I had fun on both of those, though I never caught a big fish on the RF4 Ocean one. Just because I never really had the tackle for it, or gear or whatever, rods and whatnot, and didn't know the locations to go after them. But just jigging for stuff in Russian Fishing 4, I had a good time doing that. Caught a lot of fish. I don't know. Russian Fishing 4 just kind of has a different way of gameplay. I feel anytime I catch a fish in Russian Fishing 4, like, I'm happy about it. Like, I'm still at that level of gameplay in Russian Fishing 4. It's like when I catch a fish in Fishing Planet, I expect it. But I'd never expect a fish in Russian Fishing 4. I'm just happy I actually caught something. Which is nice. It's more like real life. Hopefully a job fish with us just reeling him in straight. Come on, baby. Yes, let's go. All right, reel in the rods. We're going for we're going for ruby snapper now. Going at a top speed of 5%. That's right. Reel in your rods. We're going fishing. Better watch out too, because we're going top speed. Yeah. It's 450,000 XP to next level, and I'm catching 400 XP per sturgeon, so I need to catch over 1,000 sturgeon to level up just one time. Does that sound correct? It shouldn't be just 400 XP per sturgeon. I don't believe. I'd have to go back and watch my own videos just to see, but that doesn't sound right. But yes, it is a lot. All right, reel them in. We're reeling in a grouper right now. Do you like spin or do you like baitcaster? I own both, actually. I'm not really sure if I prefer one or the other. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day, I guess. I think when I'm just doing little stuff where I'm just gonna be like kind of plopping things, spinning reels and whatnot are kind of just easier for me to use. Doing little jig movements and stuff like that too. Like a little bass jig or something. I like using the spinning tackle for. Nice! Big dogtooth tuna. Gaffing him. Putting him through the side of the boat. I like your style. Now we just need the crossbow guy to get his grouper in or whatever. Medium fish strips and flying squid on a 5-aught. Okay. Gotta be the Bering Sea or something like that. I would certainly think so. That's what I would put my money on. And like a northern map. On the 4-aught octopus. How about that? Big dogtooth on the 4-aught octopus. Inspired you back to Fishing Planet. Well, right on. Maku. Generally not the greatest place to fish, but it's a fun change of pace if you've never fished in the Amazon. All right. Off to the next location. Is my audio settings messed up or something? Sound volume's at 100%. Oh, I guess this is just low. I have my boat sounds low. A real Florida Gulf map, it would be cool. I'm sure that's somewhere along the lines. Level 59, best way to level up without premium. Catching lots of fish. Weeping willows maybe is probably how I'll end up doing it. Yeah, I think we talked about this last time. Yeet Gaming. I'm not sure I'm on board with the whole Great Lakes fishing map, but whatever floats people's boat. All right, coming up close. Starting to get into the deep fish here. All right, Ruby Snapper. Saying medium fish strips with a 5-aught hook, huh? That is the way to go, huh? Let's give it a go. Big time sinking. Big time sinking. Mono or braided line, either fishing plant or reel line. There's a time and a place for braid. Specifically if you're like doing snagging and stuff like that and you don't want any stretch in your line. And braid's nice for other stuff too. However, I think the majority of my reels are spooled with fluorocarbon. I think I use fluorocarbon more than anything else. Gilded and red-tailed catfish with wolffish at night. There you go. All right, 371 feet deep. That's crazy. Honestly, if both of these rods caught one ruby snapper, we would be done. That is all we need. 2 ruby snapper and we're out of here. Oh, we already have fish on, man. Okay, fish on, fish on. What do you think about the whopper plopper fishing lures, like in real life? Man, when we were fishing in Taiwan for the giant snakehead, I caught 2 out of maybe 3 out of 4 giant snakehead on the whopper ploppers. They just really did the job. When you're fishing for really aggressive fish, hey, there we go. That's exactly what we need. Ruby snapper, $4,000. I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. But yeah, when you're fishing for really aggressive fish that just kind of like hate anything annoying them, pike, muskie, bass can get that way as well. Obviously the giant snakehead and more. Yeah, the whopper plopper killed it. Just anything that would annoy them to the point where they go, oh, you dare to do that in my neck of the woods? No, I'm gonna eat you. And then they get you. So then they get hooked up, so it's all good. For pilkers, I figured out that just move the rod up and down in the water does work without reeling. I'm not sure how well known this is, but I didn't so help people. Yeah, no, we were definitely working on that as well. If you know what depth the fish are, you could certainly just reel it to that depth and just kind of jig up and down. The difficulty is that Fishing Planet doesn't give you any sort of sign that you're actually jigging correctly. So you just kind of have to hope that it works and hopefully you get a bite. But otherwise, but yeah, I'm sure we kind of would do the twitch just to cover the entire water column. But just doing, oh shoot. But yeah, no, jigging will work too. Been watching your location videos to help out. Hey, right on, Brent. 3-hour plane delay. Oh no, that's not fun. Where are you headed, dat boy? Should you get premium? You know, premium is the only thing I do recommend to people. If you wanted to spend some money on Fishing Planet, I think premium is a good way to go. Hungry bluefins are around, they might come along. Oh, okay. Oh. Fish on, fish on. Is that hungry bluefin you were warning us about? I don't think this is a ruby snapper. Might be though, might just be an extremely aggressive ruby snapper. You always use braid on your casting setups in real life, get some more line. Now, on my bait caster that I have braid on it. But the majority of my reels are spinning reels. I have two baitcaster reels, and the one has braid on it, and the other one has mono. It's more of a saltwater reel. Albacore, how about that? Gosh dang it. Fish on, fish on. Fluorocarbon is underrated. I use that a lot too. I'm not sure if it's underrated, but it's definitely I like it a lot. I think it's pretty cool. Back in your videos, I'm also using a very similar setup to the one in your video. Maybe they made it less. I wouldn't think so. Which sturgeon video are you watching? Because the one video we have premium and the other one we don't. Are you catching the same size of fish as well? Nice! Big trophy ruby snapper too. Let's go, boys. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. I'm gonna name him Stephanie. Name him Stephanie. Stephanie the boy ruby snapper. Perfectly tuned, the depths have yielded their secrets to you. 7,600 XP, 1 Bitcoin, $46,000 reenies. That's gonna do it for the Echo Sounder Deep Sea Precision. Echo Sounder mid-layer detection. Calibrate the Echo Sounder in the middle layers of the water and practice the art of vertical jigging by catching a specified number of greater amberjack and Japanese amberjack with the pilker. This precise technique requires skill and patience, as you must be on a stationary boat and ensure your lure reaches the right depth. Complete this mission and return to the port administrator to report your success in setting up the equipment. So top notch. So now we are doing mid-layer fishing. I'm curious to see where it wants us to go. Let's mark that ruby snapper so we always have it. And I think from here we are going to get up here. Well, I guess we got to reel in that rod, which didn't go out very far because we got to bite on the other one so quickly. All right, boys, reel it in. We gotta get going. We got places to be. Where are we going? Heck? Where the heck? Is it not giving us a location for this one? Or do we not have it active? No, it just wants us to catch them. Okay. Well, we're gonna go to a different location. Oh, jeez. And now you've got a fish on. Low 51 and would like to reach 83. Is Mahi still the best XP grind for Kaiji No Ri? I didn't know it was the XP grind for Kaiji No Ri. I wouldn't think Mahi is the best fish to go for now. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the best one would be to go for, but I honestly think if someone were to just troll around, do a bunch of trolling, and in an hour's time write down how much money and XP they got from trolling around, and then just sit on a boat and do some pilking in one location for an hour. I feel like they would get more XP just pilking. Alright, who's the guy? Who's the guy? We got places to be. Yeet Gaming, trying to go faster here. Gotta go. You're currently at Emerald. Top speed. All right, we're headed back to a pilking location. Gonna do some pilking while everyone uses on the Columbia River. There you go. Nice. What's the location on that red snapper? It's actually given to you doing the mission. I can't really bring up my map right now because the map is connected to the boat, but you can kind of see where it is. It's right, you see the tip of that, you go straight down, that's where it is. Look at your map and drop a marker there, temporary. Got a yellowfin, very nice. Any faster way to get 5k more than emerald walleye? I don't know what level you are, but I'd just go for walleye. I do have room for one more. Actually, we have room for two more. Bye, Yeet Gaming. See you later. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I guess you'd have to be pretty darn good to do it. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought that the mahi was the best way to go about it. Seems like you catch a lot more fish just sitting in one spot and pilking. But 110,000 XP an hour fishing for mahi is pretty amazing. And KP does a lot better job of getting into the nitty gritty of Fishing Planet because I don't have any interest. I just want to play the game. What is my favorite map? Oh, you know, it's not like I do fantastic there by any means, but one of my favorite maps is Blue Crab Isle. There are some days that absolutely stink at Blue Crab Island and you don't catch anything. But the days that you do catch a lot of stuff at Blue Crab Island are fantastic. And just sitting out there in the sun and the boat going over and catching tarpon and all that stuff, it's just fun. Just a good time. And I love doing it. Park. Two of each fish. Two of each fish. Alright, let's see here. Go with this rod, and we're gonna do... I'm gonna take this off and put it on this one. Alright, so if we look... Actually, no fish on the radar here at the moment. That's not good. There are no fish here. Well, let's do one cast and see what happens. It's telling me that I don't have anything with tackle. Let's see if the news is real. Are there no fish out here? We will find out. Do I have any good lure suggestions for Everglades? Yeah, absolutely. We put it in the Everglades Beginner Series 2 video. If you haven't seen the Beginner Series 2 series, Beginner Series 2 series, that's a series on YouTube. It's kind of a series of videos in a series of sorts. And you watch it in a series. It's kind of neat. Just trying to be serious here. If you go and watch the Everglades video, lots of good lures that you can use. Got the minnow and the buzz bait, and there's a spinner bait, which I like to put on a little newt trailer. You can also do like a glow in the dark trailer too. That can work as well. Yeah. Not a lot of action in the air. Hey, camo crossbow, you catch anything? Not a lot of action. Not a lot of action. Wow, wow, wee, wow. I have to fix your morning coffee. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna be going to bed not too long. You're getting morning coffee. 15 more levels of blue crab to go. Yay. You don't have to stay at blue crab. You could go to Weeping Willows if you wanted to. No sign of the mobile release for Fishing Planet Ocean update. Though I haven't asked yet, so maybe tomorrow I'll find out. Contest rod would you recommend for largemouth bass and peacock bass of the Everglades? I'd say probably like a 14. I think a 14-pound rod would set you up pretty good. Rod and reel. I'd at least try to get your reel. Golly. Over 10? If you can get your reel over 10, that would be great. I'm trying to recall. There was something about the largemouth. If you catch an uni largemouth, it can be quite disastrous. You don't have a good rod and reel setup. We're moving, camo crossbow. I'm gonna try a different spot. There's seagulls over here. Maybe we'll try over there. What am I sipping on, Bo? I've got a root beer in this glass, and I have a little bit of can't think of the name at the moment. Was like a Pinot Grigio, but I finished that and then moved on to something else. I can't recall what it is. Man, the radar is picking up on no fish whatsoever. I was actually hoping that this little pocket up here on the right, like top right, or just top, would be the way to go. The one and only, gifting 10 Bow Angles memberships, my goodness gracious. Chufa, Haven States, Quentin Van de Venter, Fishfinder, Ethan T Smart, J6, XR, Demon Wolf, Roy Gianola. That's awesome. Do you have free space on the boat? We do. I don't. It's kind of boring on here, honestly. Quentin, right on. I might turn it off, but that is awesome. Thank you so much, one and only. I need to figure out what is it. Times 10. But yes, we have 2 free spaces on the boat. Alright, this is where I was hoping to see fish. We're not seeing fish. Whoa, now we're going backwards. Well, let's try a deeper spot. Otherwise, I have another spot we might go to. See if that's a good location. What lures should you use for pike fishing? I think when I had been targeting pike with lures, we were using jerkbaits at the time, I want to say. Okay, is my radar broken? How is there no fish out here? They're not even giving us a pity fish of just like one showing up or anything. Like there's just nothing out here. Yeah, if there's no fish out at this location showing up on the radar, I'm gonna change the time. How do you get on the boat? You just let me know what your name is, because I need to know which name to invite. You've had to do that too? Well, that's not good. Alright, well, there's a bunch of fish showing up. They're at every depth, so we just need to fish all the depths. Though it did say this is a mid-layer mission, so if we drop it down midway and just start jigging, maybe we'll catch the amberjack. Hard to say. Hard to say. I'm gonna try it, just for the heck of it. So say like right here. Whoa, we're hooked up. Hooked up, boyos. Boat time. What would you say is the worst place in the game? Lenny Villa Fishery in Czech Republic is the worst location in the game. You got a Japanese amberjack, nice. I got a trevally, so yay. Not. All right. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate looking for names on this list. It's so bad. First off, it doesn't tell you where people are fishing. It doesn't allow you to search them by name. You just have to scroll through every single freaking friend that you have, which I have a lot. So I have to scroll through 500 friends trying to find some person. It's impossible. Sorry, small rant over. For you, it's Genternusen Canal. Yeah, Genternusen can be kind of boring. The eels are really like the only thing that make it worth it. It's kind of a fun little change of pace. Flounder, they have the flounder too. Come on, Amberjack. Would be super cool if you came and took this pilker of mine. Pretty good looking thing here. You got a 12.416 pound uni largemouth on your tarpon rod. It was your first ever leaderboard fish. I mean, yeah, that's a good fish, man. Anytime you catch a largemouth over 12 pounds, it's a good fish. That's like the 100-pound carp sort of thing. Catching a 12-pound. I spent a lot of days fishing on the normal account, this normal account, at the Everglades, and I never caught my first 12-pound largemouth until I was on the free-to-play server. And doing that free-to-play account, I actually caught one. So it's just kind of a rare thing that you catch one. That's awesome, though. Last fishery request. I think we actually had a sauger fishing video that we put out. I think I just used the same lure as we used for walleye, just in a specific location. Maybe it was the green narrow spoon. And that my game tag is the one password. It's the secret code. You need to know it. And it's also super easy to get because we open our inventory up all the time. And then you just have to hit the pause button. It's like the old cereal boxes where you had to do the codes and whatnot, except it's a live stream thing. Yeah, this is not working. How long will you stream? We should actually probably stop streaming because it's 9:45 and the stream usually goes till 9:30 and I got distracted. Anyway, everyone, I will say, if we got a few people sticking around, I have one last thing to show you all. I said I would show it. We showed a minute or so in the beginning, but it was a little choppy because I was still playing this game. But if we go ahead, I'm going to show you a sneak peek. If you have any interest at all, I'm going to give you a sneak peek to a video I have been working on for about 2 years now. And it's going to be posting on the MDO channel. So if you're not following along on the MDO, you're missing out. It's where we do all of our real life fishing. So if you have any interest in real life fishing, give it a watch. But otherwise, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Camo crossbow. Thanks for fishing with us. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But, sorry if you were catching a fish, by the way, too. But we are going to go ahead. I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to show you the first half of it, though. Whoa, calm down here. The first half of it, though, so here we go. This is a never before seen thing. I hope you know this. but it will be posting Friday morning on the MDO. So if you want to give it a watch, feel free. But here we go. Got this all? I think so. Here we go. Let's cut the music. We're only going to be watching the first half of it. If you want to watch the second half where we catch the monster fish, you obviously need to watch the MDO. So you can go subscribe to there. But here we go. Here we go, everyone. Never before seen for the first time.
On this trip, we're headed back in time to take a look at my first bucket list adventure on the Trinity River, outside of Houston, Texas. I'm traveling with two of my favorite people in the world, my brother
This is something you see at Cabela's.
and my father,
I think I'm about ready to catch me a fish.
who have agreed to join me on this hunt in exchange for the opportunity to catch a river monster of their own. I'm Bo Angles, the modern day outdoorsman, and I've never been one to shy away from an adventure, especially when it includes chasing a monster catch. Ever since I was a teenager watching Jeremy Wade's River Monsters on Animal Planet, I've had an obsession with the idea of traveling and targeting extreme freshwater fish. And since then, from the rocky riverbanks of the Zambezi River to the flooded jungles of Taiwan, I have ventured the world in pursuit of my search. But this trip takes us back to when my adventures were just getting started. When you think of scaly monsters in the US, your mind is immediately drawn to our prehistoric friends along the southern edge of the country. American alligators are an iconic reptile to the Florida Everglades, but they stretch their range north to the Carolinas and west towards the eastern edge of Texas. So given their similar habitat, their size, their strength, and mouths full of teeth, it's no wonder how the alligator gar somehow managed to adopt their name. But it is hard to believe that any other fish could coexist in the Trinity River with these guys swimming around. Historical reports labeled the alligator gar as the equivalent of a freshwater shark, a true river monster believed to prowl the edges of rivers and creeks looking to snatch small dogs and children. But fantasies aside, it was the numbers, photos, and stories about the alligator gar that had me hungering to catch my own. Guided on our trip by the legendary gar captain Kirk Kirkland, who's guided the likes of Jeremy Wade from River Monsters and Captain Carter Andrews from Legendary Catch, we aimed to see if there was any truth behind the myths surrounding the alligator gar. Our morning started beneath the dam of Lake Livingston. With a large treble hook attached to a chunk of buffalo, we cast it out.
There's a huge cut bait from Fishing Planet.
The dam, representing the danger zone caused by the spillway of Lake Livingston. Using heavy braid on an Okuma bait runner reel, it wouldn't take long before our spool started to let out line, as a hungry gar took our bait. The trick at this point was figuring out when exactly to set the hook. Despite all the stories and the photos, it became apparent early on that setting the hook into the bony mouths of these fish was not going to be as easy as we had originally thought. As more and more hook sets came up empty, we followed along this learning curve, which was no problem to the gar.
Thanks, Brazlon. See you later, lover.
Free breakfast. It made sense at this point, however, why we were also fishing for replacement bait fish at the same time. This was a style of fishing I was familiar with. Using method leads, fake corn, and a special blend of Kirk's own method mix, we set out lines over the side of the boat in hopes of catching common carp, which Kirk preferred using over the native Texas black buffalo for gar bait. These fish were caught consistently throughout the day, and I think what piqued my interest the most was getting a glimpse into the lives of these buffalo living amongst the gar. Even though some of them grew to good sizes, the scars of the bite marks on some of these fish made it seem like a common badge of honor. It wasn't until the other boat got their first fish of the day that the pressure started to set in. Perhaps we needed to get a bit more serious on nailing these fish.
Yeah, thanks,
As I
Vaughn.
sized up a particularly delicious buffalo head on our treble hook, I cast it out deep, hopeful that this was the change we needed to get on our first gar. As the line eventually started to ease, I timed my next hookup with my fingers crossed. I gave the rod a few pumps after the initial set, something I had read about driving hooks deeper into the mouths of tarpon off the coast.
yeah.
And as it turns out, this was the lucky break I needed. I think this first gar reminded me exactly what I love about fishing that you can't really afford while hunting. Here I had traveled all this way with my brother and father to chase after a dream fish. And if this was a hunt, it may have taken days before we finally laid eyes on the right animal. But when fishing, I was able to experience this awesome fish in my hands, feeling the weight and rough scales, the raw power of a 4-foot-long animal, and unluckily for my shorts and thighs, the sharpness of their teeth while thrashing. And even though this was one of the more average-sized fish over the 2 days fishing, it was nice to take a piece of that dream and finally bring it into reality.
First fish of the day, though. Right on. Okay. Let's catch another one.
After we landed our first gar of the trip, it was as if the curse had been lifted. My brother Zach finally found the hookup on a gar we'd been searching for all morning. And as he evaded the pylons to bring this fish in, it wasn't too much longer before we had an alligator gar in his hands as well.
That is a workout. Now let me go grab the ball. This is something you see at Cabela's. What do you think, Zach? Oh, definitely new PB. Whew, my arms are getting tired. Enjoy, buddy. I'm exhausted. Dad, you're up.
After my brother and I had caught our first fish of the day, it was time to get our dad on his first alligator gar as well. As a man with more fishing experience than the both of us, chasing down barracuda off the coast of Mexico, the Goliath grouper in Florida, and giant salmon in Alaska, it was fun to be a part of a new experience with him. And of course, when his bite finally came, he had to show us up by catching the rarest fish of the trip.
Keep her on.
Yeah, they definitely didn't seem like too bothered that we were
Thrashes,
holding them. They're
head
kind of used to being the
revealing
biggest thing in the
rare
water.
black alligator gar. But there was a problem. Our neighbor anglers in the next boat had a line tangled around the gar. If the Texas heat wasn't providing a sweat at this moment, the added threat of losing this rare fish clearly was.
Biggest black one ever. Oh my God. I'm gonna let you hold that for just a second.
Measuring in at just past the height of my father at 6 feet 1 inches, this black gar became the highlight of day one. Kirk said it was the biggest black gar he had ever seen in person. Looking at the teeth, the size, and the girth of this fish, it was hard to imagine something with more size and teeth swimming in this river.
Anyway, that's a sneak peek. If you're not subscribed to the MDO, you're missing out. It's gonna be pretty sweet, and the adventures are just gonna get more fun. We got our trip to South America planned for early next year. We're gonna be going after red-tailed catfish and piraiba and payara and anything else we can get. So it's gonna be fun. Arapaima too. So it's gonna be a fun time, everyone. And hopefully, if you're interested in real life fishing, then we're then yeah, give it a subscribe. We're also going to be doing kind of tutorial videos. If you remember Tony, who was there in a live stream a while back, Tony and I are going to be making some tutorial videos for people who are just playing video games and not really doing any in real life fishing. Just showing you kind of simple knots for fishing and putting together a cheap rod that you can use to go out and catch some fish. It's gonna be a good time, I think, anyway, and that's gonna be on the Bo Angles channel. But yeah, if you have any interest at all, go to the MDO and subscribe. But anyway, are you going fishing again? In Fishing Planet? No. The live stream ended 26 minutes ago. Officially, anyway. But yeah, obviously in real life all the time. What rod was that? It was a special rod from Okuma that was like a custom rod for Kirk, for gar fishing. So I'm not really sure what it's called. But anyway, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and check the channel out because there's lots of in real life fishing and hunting videos on that. Should be fun. But we'll see you next Wednesday for another live stream, everyone. Actually, let's see. I got to make sure I'm not planning stuff on the 4th of July. So it is going to be the 3rd of July next Wednesday. So we'll be safe. Anyway, take care, everyone. You subbed. Good deal. Thanks, GB. But we'll see you next Wednesday for some fun. We'll see what we can get into. We might be switching to the free-to-play account and doing some 4th of July fishing. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.
One planet, one family, game on.